Manchester United has gone ahead to name a 25-man squad traveling to Moldova to play against the side which goes by names of Sheriff down in Moldova. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is Rokan David. After this video, I'm bringing you the press conference reaction of Erik ten Hag as they've touched down in Moldova, as he is joined with David De Gea to go on and tell us what they really think about the game against Sheriff tomorrow in here on the United Matters channel. Remember, we are really bringing you the photos of how they traveled. We are bringing you the photos of how they trained before they really traveled to Moldova, and obviously the players that are out of this squad that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to name to face a side which goes by the names of Sheriff, a side that shocked Real Madrid last season in the Premier League by beating them by 2-1, and Real Madrid had close to 32 shots on target and they couldn't really find any goal in there for you. So Rokan David is my name. First video of the day, more to are yet to come, press conference reaction, and the match preview is scheduled very well onto this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. Thank you for the love. Let's roll. When you look on your screen, obviously Man United traveling squad, David De Gea, Hiton and Vitek. Those are the goalkeepers. I don't know what's wrong with the Brevka for you, but he has chosen to go in with David De Gea, Tom Hiton and Vitek. That's what Ten Hag has really decided to go on with. Then the defenders, Lindelof, Maguire, Martinez, Malacia, Rafael Varane, Diego Dallo, and Luke Shaw returns in the traveling squad of Manchester United. Remember, was supposed to play that game of Real Sociedad that we lost 1-0 at Old Trafford, but he really wasn't fit. Then Fernandes, Eriksson, Freddy, Casemiro, McTominay, and Zidane Ikbo. Those are midfielders. And the attackers, all forwards, we're having Ronaldo, Anthony, Sancho, Elanga, Garnacho, and Charlie McNeil. That is the traveling squad of Manchester United to a side which goes by the names of Moldova, where we're going to play a side which goes by the names of Sheriff in there. And obviously Ten Hag has named that squad. And obviously, let me bring you the players that are really out and they have not yet traveled with the squad of Manchester United. Confirmed players absent from this trip include Anton Martial, who is reported back in training, and maybe by the 1st of October or 2nd of October when you're playing Man City, he'll be available. Marcus Rashford is absent. Danny Van Beek is absent. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also absent. And all of these players never showed up in the game of Real Sociedad, meaning that they've been injured for some long time. Marcus Rashford, remember when you're playing Arsenal, he really got off the pitch after scoring 2 goals when he was really touching or really nursing the hamstring in there for you, and it looked like it was really hurting him, and obviously he made a decision of not being forced on the pitch. But remember, I think the way Rangnick really set up this thing and Erik ten Hag, they have lots of things in common. Remember, Martial came out and really gave us evidence that he was played most of the seasons with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he was injured, and that is something that Ralf Rangnick never will count, because Paul Pogba was supposed to come back earlier before than Rangnick brought him back in January, because Solskjaer wanted him to return in December to come in and play, meaning that very many players at United have been playing games when they're injured, something that was costing their career at Manchester United. So Ten Hag is doing it differently. He doesn't want to see these players of United go all out injured and being forced on the field of play. So he's telling Martial, get enough rest. Marcus Rashford, Donny van Beek, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, please, I know you guys need ample time. Heal completely. After healing completely, I'll get you into my team. So that is what a competent manager does. But a manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was all about results. He was result oriented, and he was telling these players, you have to go on the field of play and play even if you are injured. So Martial is back to recovery. Marcus Rashford and Donny van Beek, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think on the game of Man City, these players will be fully fit. And I have a belief in me that for Marcus Rashford, it has been done as a precaution, because if he was named into the squad of Manchester United, then the manager would have sent an indication to the English manager, please call him for the national tournament, obviously. But obviously it won't going to happen today because he's really injured. And the announcement is on today. Is on Thursday. Let's wait and see whether he's really going to go on and really make it into the squad of England. But obviously I know he's not going to go on and be invited into the United into the England squad. Now, let me show you the photos of these players as they are traveling to a side which goes by names of Moldova. This is Alejandro Garnacho, came in through and really played some good minutes in the game of Shelf. That is Alejandro Garnacho traveling. Then Harry Maguire traveling with the squad. He played 90 minutes against Real Sociedad and maybe can start, but I don't really fancy him to start. You're going to see my predicted starting 11. Then Redick Vitek and Charlie McNeil also on plane in there for you. Behind is Scott McTominay taking their travel in there for you. That is Scott McTominay. He has not played for United ever since we won against Arsenal, so you never know, today he might get some minutes in there for you. Then Luke Shaw obviously never played the game with Sociedad and he has been benched ever since the game of Brentford. He was expected to get some minutes in the game of Sociedad, but he was injured. But we never know whether today the manager is going to trust him to go in and really play some football. Tyrell Malacia, obviously, he has been playing for United ever since he came in the game of Brentford, and we really scored, and he really played very well. He has not been benched ever since we really came into the starting 11 of United. Obviously, he's a better player than Luke Shaw. He's a modern centre-back. Casemiro, man who played his first full 90 minutes against Real Sociedad, and sadly enough, we lost. But obviously, he's part of the travelling squad too, a side which goes by names of Moldova. Then Diego Dallo, obviously the right back that is really very much improved, and we are getting the glimpses of a player who he was supposed to be, and obviously that is Diego Dallo playing very well. Zidane Ikbo and Charlie McNeil. Zidane Ikbo, to me, I really believe that he is one of the talents that Ten Hag really rates highly at Carrington. And obviously, on his first arrival at Manchester United, he said, how come this boy had not yet broken through into the first team of United? Because he's the best passer of the ball on the field of play. And you saw some cameos of him in the preseason when he sent Fabinho the wrong way. Scott McTominay at the Manchester United airport, or the Manchester airport. That is Charlie McNeil from the academy. This one is a centre forward and played his first game for United in the game of Sociedad when he was brought on. So it means that if at all United really goes ahead to score goals early, maybe these boys can really get more playing minutes. Rafael Varane, who came in through and really played the games that we've won, the 4 Premier League games, and obviously the game he never played of Real Sociedad, we lost by 1-0. That is Harry Maguire. Here they are boarding a plane and obviously taking off the side which goes by the names of Moldova. Alejandro Garnacho, to me, talented, and I see him as when Ronaldo came in at Manchester United. But by the time Ronaldo came in at Manchester United was really stable, but for him, he's really struggling, and that's why it's hard for him to come in through. But he came on through and played some 10-15 minutes in the game of Real Sociedad, and he really looked a threat. And today I really believe that the manager might trust him and really get him more minutes in that game of a team which goes by the names of Shelf in Moldova. David De Gea and the player who goes by Casemiro boarding the plane to Sheriff in there for you. That is Anthony, the record-breaking man, scoring on his debut at Manchester United against Arsenal, and obviously has made it onto the plane. That is Lisandro Martinez, the butcher. That guy. You guys, you know, the best way to silence your enemies is not to talk anything and continue doing what you do best. Obviously, people mocked him very short. He can't play in the Premier League, but trust me, he's silencing them. That height doesn't matter. It's all about the heart of a lion that he has that really matters for a man like him. That is how these players traveled. And smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Before they traveled, they had a morning training session, and obviously these are the following players that really took part into that training session as conducted by Erik Ten Hag. Alejandro Garnacho, you see him, this is the guy. Then Anthony Elanga, then Charlie McNeil, Scott McTominay, and Jadon Sancho. And Erik Ten Hag, you see him into the coaching attire of United, trying to do the passing in there for Cristiano Ronaldo, man of the moment, expecting him to start again today. Another full 90 minutes for him because Rashford, Anton Martial are out of this contention, and it's a chance for Ronaldo to go in and prove himself. I want him to score a hat-trick, by the way, because I think it will build his confidence back. That's it. I want him to score a goal because ever since the season started, Ronaldo has not scored a goal. Can you imagine? So it's really alarming. Then Freddy and Lindelof trying to do the passing beat. of the game either for you. Harry Maguire, Terrell Malacia, and Scott McTominay into those morning drills before they really boarded to a side which goes by names of Moldova. Shora Shoretie and Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously Ronaldo smiling and smiling wide. Then Christian Eriksen, Sancho, and Anthony Elanga going through the morning drills in there for you, conducted by Erik ten Hag. This is Ronaldo, Cristiano, Casemiro, and Anthony, obviously trying to warm up there for you as far as the trip was concerned. Christian Eriksen, Luke Shaw returning back from injury, and Anthony Elanga. This is the gaffer. This is the gaffer, obviously known as Erik ten Hag, watching on, and obviously he's impressed by what is going on training. Lisandro Martinez and Anthony, all from Ajax reunion at Carrington under their former manager at Ajax, and now Erik ten Hag, permanent manager of Manchester United, trying to have a chat or a one-on-one at Carrington. But these two, Lisandro Martinez has picked up, hit the ground running. Anthony scored a goal against Arsenal and really put up some cameos in the game of Real Sociedad, but I think the 2 weeks he spent without playing and training with the first team really make him drop off in form. So we expect a lot out of him. Players sprinting: Jadon Sancho, Harry Maguire, Casemiro, and Terrell Malacia, with the physical coach in there for you, trying them to sprint, to making them sprint. This is Zidane Iqbal. You see him here, Scott McTominay, then Luke Shaw, Casemiro, and Diego Dello, obviously trying to really warm up at Carrington before they really left for a side which goes by names of Moldova. Ronaldo and Scott McTominay warming up, obviously. And these are the Reds taking part in some running drills. This is one of the the physical coaches, really the fitness coach of United, trying to make them run. Eriksen, Bruno, Sancho, Harry Maguire, Terrell Malacia, Luke Shaw, this is Alejandro Garnacho, I see Shoretie in there for you, and very many others in there for you. United put in the final preparation for Sheriff in there for you. They're putting in an effort as you see the players trying to run left, right, and center. Then Lisandro Martinez, Lindelof, and Ronaldo, obviously in the same picture, speaking loads of volumes. And lastly, Rafael Varane, the man who was underrated by people in the Premier League, that he was world-class at Real Madrid, but right now he's not world-class, something I don't believe, and he has gone ahead to prove them this is that I'm really the man that you have been always bantering, and I'm yet back to hit the ground running like never before. So guys, that's the 25-man squad that Ten Hag has named, that has traveled to Shelf. And secondly, tell me what you think about how they trained and how they traveled, because I've shown you almost 4-in-1 video, and I think all of the things that you missed during day, I've brought them to you in here onto the United Matters channel. After this video, I'm going to come up with the press conference reaction. Ten Hag is going to be asked several questions and is going to respond to them, and is talking to the media ahead of the game we are going to play tomorrow in Moldova. Sheriff versus United, a big game that we need to win. No reason to give for us to lose onto such a game. But remember, Martial, Rashford, Bissaka, and Donny van Beek have not traveled with the club of Manchester United to Moldova. All right, thank you guys for watching in. Smash the like button, comment, and share. Rokan David is my name, and thank you for always keeping it United Matters channel. I love you guys. I love you a lot, and you're the reason as to why I keep working a lot and bringing you videos. I'm going to rectify through. By tomorrow, I'm going to go back to our usual time, lunchtime, first video, close to 19 hours, second video, and close to midnight, last video. That's why I want really to do these things for you, and obviously make you fed in well. But your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Who do you think should start? Who do you think shouldn't start? Coming up next in our last video of the day. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ. Thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. We are left with like 700 subscribers to hit 9,000. And I know we are going to hit this mark because you guys are really great and I really love you. Your energy has never been taken for granted by Rokan David on this channel. Thank you very much. But I really believe that you're enjoying the choice that we made, because Erik ten Hag is a manager for the fans. Let no one lie to you. It's with the fans that really were craving for Erik ten Hag, because the Glazers were craving to bring in Pochettino, and they're willing to go on and bid pay a ridiculous amount of money, close to 30 million euros, to terminate his contract with PSG. But we piled pressure onto the board, and they went with a man who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag, and you see the fruits of this Dutch manager. Sign out for now. See you later.